Very good morning. Myself Kavitha, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, VSB Engineering College. Today I am going to give the lecture about estimation, costing and valuation engineering subject. So these are all the 5 units. Unit 1 is quantity, estimation, rate analysis, specifications. Unit 4 is a contracts. Unit 5 is a valuation. So these are all the main content of each and every main units of the estimation, costing and valuation subject. Today we will see the unit 4 contract. What are all the content in the contract unit? Unit 4 is contract, types of contract, BOT. What is BOT and types of BOT? What is the formation of contract? What are all the conditions in the contract? Arbitration and litigation and legal requirements. So these are all the main content in the unit 4. That is a contract, right? We will see one by one. First of all, we have to explain. We should know what is contract. Simply we can say contract is a legal agreement between the party, 2 or 3 more parties, right? So the agreement plus law enforceability is equal to contract. That is the simple definition of the contract, right? So it is mainly acting based on the Indian Contract Act as 1872, the basis for all engineering and construction agreements, right? So the essential elements of valid contract. So what is the essential elements? So offer and acceptance and the capacity of both parties we have. So if one person buying a one land, so that is offering, and another party is ready to buy this land. Ready to buy means that is acceptance and the capacity. Both party will have the same capacity. That is the capacity. It is a lawful object. It is a legally, it is applicable for all. It is applicable for the law and other things. That is legal lawful object and lawful considerations and free contents and certainty. Some of the certainty. So these are all the main essential elements of a valid contract, right? We will see these are all some image representations of essential valid contract: offer and acceptance, lawful consideration, free consent, and also the competent parties. So these are all the essential part, and directly we can move to the different types of contract. So initially this contract can be classified into initially the 4 classification. We will see one by one, right? So lump sum contract, item rate contract, cost plus contract, cost plus percentage contract, and cost plus fixed fee contract. So these are all the common types, and also we have some another types as also percentage rate, labor contract. So here it can be varied for material contract and labor contract. Both will come under the category, but it is different, not same, it is different. And turnkey contract is a very important one, and target contract. So these are all the common types of contract. We will see the image representations of each and every contract that will easily understandable, right? So first one, lump sum contract. It is a fixed price contract. That means the total price is fixed. This is the fixed amount for this contract. There is nothing change, no changes in this any other matters, right? So that is called lump sum contract. The total cost of the work is fixed. Before starting the project, it is fixed. So that is called lump sum contract, right? That because the payment is affected without any considerations. The actual cost is fixed cost, so there is no affected by any other sources, right? And suitable when the scope, design, quantities are clearly defined. Each and everything is perfectly cleared, so then only we can fix the perfect money for the project, right? That is lump sum contract. Item rate contract, we know, we already discussed the unit 2, that is item rate contract. Item rate, so each and everything will be calculated per unit or per item of work. So that amount will be calculated for each and every item. So that is called item rate contract. You cleared? So each and everything will be depends upon per unit or per item of work. This item of work for this particularly for PCC, particularly for OCC, like that each and every item of work they are calculating the total contract value. So it is widely used in civil engineering works. Most of the work can be used by this method. The payment is made on the basis of actual quantities of each and every item used in the particular item of work, right? That is item rate. The percentage rate is it may be, we already fixed some amount, it may be below or above the percentage rate, right? So that is a percentage rate of contract. Scheduled rate after, it may be quoted rate may be above or below the schedules of rate. So that is percentage rate. The cost plus contract is nothing but it is a actual cost. We already fixed the actual cost plus total permit plus contractor profit. We already know some contractor profit value have included to the valuation process. So that valuation process, we are calculating value of a building or land, we have to include 10 to 15% of contractor profit, right? So that also included in this category, that is also called as a cost plus contract. It may be the cost plus contract also have some more types as well, we will see later, right? So another important type of contract is nothing labor contract. Another one is a material contract. Only the contractor supply the labor for each and every type of work. The owner have to supply the total material, construction material. So that contract is called labor contract. So likewise, what is the material contract? The contractor should supply the all kind of material to the construction process. So that is called material contract. So it will be depends upon the labor and depends upon the material. Turnkey contract, it is nothing but it's a turnkey contract means we have to submit the key, hand over the key to the owner. So initial from this planning, designing, execution, construction and finishing, everything will be planned by the same engineer, same contractor. Finally finished everything and finally just hand over the key to the owner. That is called turnkey contract. And price work contract, rate contract, that is item rate contract, it is similar to the item rate contract, and negotiated contract. So these are all the some other types of contract, right? Next we will see the BOT, built, operate and transfer. So I am going to explain the built, operated, transfer. Before that, I will say the example for BOT. What is the example for BOT? The constructing of lanes and tolls. So that is the main example of, clearly we can identify the BOT. What is BOT here? Built, operate, transfer, right? So we arrange some private property, private agencies, consultancies, construction companies, they are constructing with their own profit, with their own contract, with their own money, they constructing the structure. It may be whatever it may be, they constructing the structure. After some time they operate, they maintain for some fixed period, and they earning the profit, revenue, tolls, everything will be only for that particular company. After that some period, only it is for some period, after that they will return to the governmental authority. Operational everything will be hand over to the governmental authority. So that is called transfer. So it is clearly for toll, they are constructing some companies, the reputed limited company taking over the construction of lane with the toll. They are constructing their own cost, they are maintaining up to some period of years, after they hand over to the governmental purpose, right? So that is built, operate and transfer. This is a one concept in the contract, right? Then types of BOT, there are different types of BOT contractors are available, right? BOOT, built, own, operate, transfer, built, own, operate, transfer, operate, built, own, operate, built, lease, transfer. Likewise, we another some types are also there, right? Then formations of contract, right? Offer, this we are offering the contract, and after that offer they have to accept and consider and have the capacity of both parties. We have to ensure the parties are from the same mind and the maturity age. So if example we can say the one person Ravi is going to selling one laptop to the Rama, so that will be, he is offering, the Rama is going to accepting to buying other laptop. So both all are capacity, both party they are having the capacity. So it is 10 lakhs means, or 1 lakh, whatever it may be. So it is 1 lakh, okay, it's both parties have same capacity. After that capacity, the eligibility, that is the lawful consideration though. So selling laptop is a legally one, it is not illegal, right? It is a legally one, it is a lawful consideration. So likewise, that would be in a valid contract. So that is the formation of contract. So accept, offer, accept, capacity, a lawful consideration, then finally it is also called as a valid contract. That's a simple explanation, right? Next we will see the contract conditions. So here we have two conditions. So general and the specific condition. So general condition, general contract condition is GCC. The specifically contract condition is SCC. So here some of the points are noted for both type of conditions. So first one is time of completion. The work is going to complete within the time, allocated time. So the payment terms, so in each and every works our payment is delayed, or each and every time the payment is on time, whatever it may be, it is related to the payment options. So in the penalty, come to this point, so if they are not completing the work within the mentioned time, so we have to insist them to pay the penalty for the delaying of the work, delaying of time, delaying of labor provisions. So whatever it may be, we have to insist that penalty will come. And insurance and safety for both labors and the material, everything that also included in these conditions, and unavoidable even. So because of any unavoidable situation, we cannot supply the material, we cannot offer the labor, whatever it may be, it is also an applicable one. We have to accept and accept the conditions. So this is also, and then transfer mechanism. So these are all the main contract conditions, and general and specifically contract conditions, right? Next is arbitration. So the arbitration is nothing but, actually it is if you are both parties, the owner and the contractor, right? If some of the problem, any one labor, insufficient material, without considering the time, they are delaying the project, whatever it may be, so some disputes may arise between the contractor and the owner. So we have to appoint another one neutral person, private person out of the court. We are arranging one third neutral person to solving the dispute. That third person is called arbitrator. That process is called arbitration. So the third person will inquire both parties. The both parties will submit the evidence, documents, arguments, whatever it may be. After that, all the hearing of all points, the arbitrator, the third one neutral person is called arbitrator. That person is going to solve the dispute. Finally they will binding one agreement, right? That is called award. Final decision taken by the arbitrator, that is called award. So this is the process of arbitration, right? So this typical process of dispute and notice, appointment of arbitrator, hearing and evidence, then finally the arbitrator award the award. See, arbitrator provide the award. So binding legal document, so final decision given by the arbitrator, that is called award. So these are all the main functions in the arbitration, right? And mostly the arbitration is in different types. We will see in the next class, right? Arbitration and the litigation is also same process, but it is applicable out of the court is called arbitration. So in between the process of resolving dispute through the formal court system. So it can be judge examine the evidence and delivers final judgment. It can be applicable, it can be whatever it may be, it can be appealable to the higher authority, appealable to the higher court. So this can be a litigation. So in this legal requirements for this litigation, stamp duty, registration, sanctuary complaints, and complete documentation, insurance and bond. So these are all the main legal requirement for the litigations, right? So but some difference are there, the litigation and the arbitration side, right? So these are all the main difference between the arbitration and litigation. So the private arbitral tribunal, so it is mainly based on private neutral person. It is public court of law that arbitrator chosen by parties, arbitrators chosen by parties, judge assigned by the court. Judges may be assigned for the purpose. This is called arbitrator, this is called litigations. Generally it is a faster, it is a slow process because of the governmental purpose. It is a slow process. Usually it is lower, it can be a higher cost. This is very lower cost, this can be a higher cost. This may be a private proceedings. This is open and public record. So confidentially, it is only the private authority taking hold in charge, taking the charge, means it is privately proceedings, each and everything will be confidentially. But it is the court is going to assign one judge, means automatically the open and public record, right? And appeal, it is very limited grounds to appeal. It is mainly both parties are mutually they are concerned, right? But it is if it is not okay mean any other party, if the party want to appeal means we can apply the higher court, right? So these are all the main differentiations between the arbitrations and litigations, right? And these are all the summary point of the contract. So initially, what is contract and what are all the types of contract, what are the essential, and what is the formations of contract, what are all the types of contract, and what is arbitration, what is litigation, what is the difference between the two, right? Thank you.